Well, Festival Du Voyageur is 10 days of celebration of Métis and Franco-Manitoba culture, and this year they've teamed up with the Canadian Museum of Human Rights to also celebrate the 100th anniversary of the women's right to vote in Manitoba. Helen is manager of exhibitions at the museum. Tell us about the exhibit you guys have here.
Well, it's actually a partnership with Library and Archives Canada, and so they're presenting on the Rideau Canal, and Fort Gibraltar has embraced a partnership with us to present it here, and it looks at 12 women who have pushed forward the rights of women through vote and other means across Canada, and it celebrates their achievements.
An outdoor exhibit, this is the first for the museum, right? That's pretty exciting. Why did you guys want to bring this outside to Festival?
Well, this type of exhibit is actually meant to be an encounter, a chance encounter, something you're not expecting, so it needs to be in a public space. And it's just like if you were skating along the Rideau Canal, it's unexpected. So here at Festival, it's the same sort of idea, and we wanted it out in the community. We wanted that outreach potential as well, and really to bring the museum further afield than just within the building itself.
Well, Travis Tomchak is the curator at the Canadian Museum of Human Rights, and you're going to tell us a little bit about the faces that we are going to see in the Them Howl exhibit. What kind of women, who are in these portraits?
Well, directly behind us we have Nellie McClung, who was, I think, pretty well known in these parts, actively involved in the women's suffrage movement here in the province of Manitoba. Directly behind you we have Edith McTavish Rogers. She was the first woman elected to the Manitoba Legislative Assembly in the early 1920s.
So how do you go about picking just 12 women for this exhibit?
Well, it's, as you're probably aware, this is done in conjunction with LAC in Ottawa, and they've been doing this project for a number of years on the Rideau Canal in Ottawa. This year we're doing it in collaboration, so the majority of the portraits that you see here on the wall of Fort Gibraltar are from their portrait collection, and we made a few additions, like Edith McTavish Rogers, for instance, and a couple of others. But it's really drawn from what they have in their collection, and we just wanted to kind of show, using the centenary of women's suffrage in the province of Manitoba, even though it was a limited women's suffrage, just to kind of show, flesh out a little bit more the struggles of women in Canada, and it was some of the notable activists on various themes important to women.
And can you tell us about the title of this outdoor exhibit? It's a pretty famous saying from the women's suffrage movement.
Yeah, so it comes courtesy of Nellie McClung, and I guess in 1914 there was a mock parliament. There was a group here, and I'm not going to give you the name because I'll mess it up, but they held it was all women, suffragists. They held a mock parliament at the Walker Theatre in 1914. And I think this was actually a quote that came out from Nellie McClung addressing the audience. Again, I could be wrong. But anyway, it comes from Nellie McClung, and it's just kind of like, basically saying people are going to resist our attempt to have suffrage for women, the right to vote. But that's too bad, and they can scream and complain about it all they want. It's not going to deter us.